could be highlighting the close bond between England and Scotland, especially considering the very moving and touching and fitting service that we saw to celebrate the life of Her Majesty earlier today at St Giles Cathedral. Well, joining me on the show right now is Michelle Ballantyne, who's a former member of the Scottish Parliament. Thank you very, very much, Michelle. The fact is that we are, as indeed we have been all day and will continue through the evening and for many days to come, paying a very fitting tribute to Her Majesty the Queen. But I didn't want to ignore, at the same time, some very real conversations that are happening in people's homes right now, this being one of them. Let's focus on Scotland when it comes to the Union. It would be fitting. You are a former member of the Scottish Parliament. Has the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II strengthened the case for Scottish independence?
No, I don't believe it has. I think what we've seen is actually an outpouring of grief in Scotland. Up until last week, there was a sense, in the press and for everybody south of the border and around the world, that Scotland was somehow making all this noise about not wanting to be part of the United Kingdom. And yet we've seen that turned on its head in the last few days. We've seen, in reality, that thousands of people turning out on the streets in Scotland to show their grief, to show their respect, to show their support, not only for our Queen and in her passing, but for our new King, to show that we do support the monarchy, that we are not a nation of separatists, of Republicans who do not believe in the United Kingdom. We've seen the silent majority on the streets in the last couple of days, and out and about talking to people, what people are saying to me is they feel heartened, that they feel that they've seen the other people with whom they share a view. Whereas so often we're just shown pictures of saltires waving in the streets with, painted blue faces and screaming banshees. Now we're seeing the respect, we're seeing that silent majority who love Scotland, who love their monarchs, and who want us to stay part of the United Kingdom.